Hey Jen.
Hey, Susie.
So I was on our TPT, uh, kind of techie teachers on TPT. So I was on it and I saw you put in this thing called Google Classroom Bitmoji.
Oh,
I'm so confused.
Bitmoji Google Classroom.
What the heck is that?
Oh, you want to see it? You've never used it before?
I wasn't using a Google Classroom when I was teaching online this last few months. I was using Class Dojo the whole time. So I never even used Google Classroom. So I'm so confused. I keep seeing people like using this Bitmoji stuff and I have no idea what it is.
Well, it's really awesome, and it was a way for me to get my class engaged and interacting with the materials that I assigned for the day during distance learning. And I mean, since we're going to continue distance learning in the fall, this might be something that is a good alternative for you to try out instead of class. I mean, you can use it simultaneously with Class Dojo,
Well, I heard that
but
they want us to move to class Google Classroom because it's supposed to be better than Dojo, but I don't even know how to use it yet. But I definitely want to learn how to use what you're talking about that is on sale on our TPT. So,
okay, well, let me show you an example of our of the one that I used when I was teaching. Okay, so this is my example Bitmoji Classroom. So all of these items you see are clickable. So if, what do you think you're going to get when you go to 2 plus 3? You're going to get your
oh my
math.
god, I'm like, why are they putting these random images on here? I didn't know that you could click on things.
Yes, you can embed links, you could embed videos. That's actually a video of me explaining what everything does on here and going through the agenda for the day. So do you maybe want to learn how to make one?
So the kids could just come on your Bitmoji. What is it called again?
It's a Bitmoji Google Classroom.
So they could just come here and then find out what they have to do for the day, like all their assignments, and then they can click on stuff to go to assignments and watch videos of your. Oh my god! Okay, show me how to do this, please.
Okay, well, so here are some examples that I made for our TPT. And these I'm just calling templates because when you click on these images, they don't actually go anywhere. So I wanted the teachers to be able to decide what links or what videos they wanted to embed. And, but I just started to create that template for them. And I will go ahead and show you. So when you're in Google Classroom, you're going to start a new slide. And we're going to go to page setup. And we want to make sure we're on widescreen 16 to 9, not widescreen 16 to 10. Then we're going to get rid of this. And we're going to search for a background. And when we're searching, sorry, not a background. We're going to insert an image. So we're looking for transparent images that can be placed as our background. So we're going to look for transparent wall and floor. And this is going to give us so many different options.
Oh.
And we want to find one that looks most like a classroom. So you really could go on and dig, and we could even make it maybe even more specific and say classroom.
Oh my god.
And we don't want to choose things that have different pictures in the back. We want to find something that's very plain. So maybe putting in classroom isn't the best idea.
Wait, so instead of like doing all of this, what you're doing right now, like looking for images, they could just copy your template that you already made?
Exactly. They don't even have to go through that process.
So wait, I don't even have to do this. I could just copy one of your templates and then add my own links?
Yes.
Jeez.
And actually on Teachers Pay Teachers, when you click on when you buy the product, it actually goes straight to your Google Drive. So it makes a copy for you and you don't even have to make a copy for yourself. It automatically is yours and you can start creating.
Okay, honestly, like I don't think I want to learn how to make this. I just want to use your template. Okay, but show me.
Well, for those who
Yeah.
are interested, I'd love to show you.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna kind of go back on what I said. We're just gonna click wall and floor. We don't need that transparent yet. That's when we start adding the different images in.
Okay.
So now we're gonna get a lot more wall and floor pictures. So we can choose one that's to our liking. I really like this rustic look, so we could go ahead and press insert. Okay, so see how it's not the background? So there's two different ways you can do this. You can either, save this image to your computer, or we could go to background, choose image, and we can search for that one again. So there's different ways that you can do it, but this is probably the easiest way. So we're gonna search wall and floor in background, and we're gonna choose that one that we liked. Now it becomes our background, and we can delete that other one. So now we have a whole canvas to get started on.
That looks like Amanda's new classroom.
Yeah, right. It does look like her classroom.
Shout out,
so
Amanda.
What's something that you want in your classroom?
I really like how you had the map, because I'm teaching a lot of like global education, and so I would love to have like a map that they could go to where they could explore the world.
Okay, awesome. So we could definitely add that. Let's think bigger items first. We want to fill up the space with our big items.
I want links where I could link math, reading, and writing, obviously. So,
are you interested in adding a whiteboard?
Yeah, that would be great, because then I like how you had your to-do list on the whiteboard.
Right. You could just add that. This is a chalkboard, but you could add your agenda to it. And on here, you can make it look like it's actually in marker writing, with the different fonts.
Yeah, definitely I want that whiteboard, because I want to have a to-do list, because my kids need a list of things to do, or else they're like, what do I do today? And so it will really help them out.
Totally. So the way you add images is you're going to insert image, search from web, and then remember when I had transparent before?
Yeah.
Before you search any images, you have to put transparent. So you're going to put transparent, and then you want a whiteboard. So transparent whiteboard. And now you can search through. And remember, like if it has legs and you don't want it to have legs, we can always crop that off. So we can choose what works for us. We can also extend it out. If it's too small, we can stretch it so that it's longer. Does this one look good for you?
What if you did could you type in cartoon, transparent cartoon whiteboard? I think those are cool.
If you want more of that cartoony look?
Yeah. I want it to be more cartoony, I guess.
Yeah, because your Bitmoji is cartoony. Yeah, so some people choose to do a cartoony version, and some people want more realistic.
Well, maybe that first one.
The first one?
Yeah, and then we could cut the legs off.
Okay.
Or actually, it's fine. I don't know. I don't mind.
We're gonna have to make it smaller. So let's see. Do you see how there's like that little gray stuff down there?
Yeah.
We could get rid of that. So by double clicking, you get to a crop, and then we crop that off.
Oh.
We bring it down.
So
now,
double click.
And then
crop.
we could even say that one more time.
So we double click to crop it.
Yes.
Okay.
Then now with 2 fingers, I can now rotate it, or I can center it on page. So I'm gonna center it on page because I liked things to look nice and organized. Now, what else do you think? Do you want a desk? Do you want it to look more like an area where kids can sit?
Yeah, I want it to look like the carpet. You know how we have a carpet in the classroom where the kids could grab books and listen. So I definitely want like a carpet, probably a bookshelf.
Let's look for a bookshelf, and then we'll find a carpet. So remember, we have transparent, and now we're going to look for bookshelf.
Cute.
So we can have lots of books. A rolly cart book.
I like that big one. It matches the wall, that brick wall.
This top one. Okay, so it's really large. So now we're going to drag it from the sides, and we're going to make it smaller. Do you want it kind of like hanging, or do you want
grounded.
It resting on the floor?
Yeah, I like it grounded. Although now that I look at it, I can barely notice what it is because it's the same color as the background.
Do you want to try to look for something more bright?
Sure.
So it saved it, which is awesome. This is one I've been using a lot because I like the bright colors.
Yeah,
this
let's
one
do that.
has
It'll
bright
be a
colors.
pop of color in the brick wall, I guess.
All right, so we could even make it smaller. We always got to think about kind of proportions and like what makes it look more realistic. Now we're looking for a rug.
Yeah, let's do like 2 more things and then tell me how to like link stuff.
Okay. What rug is interesting?
Let's go for Aladdin. No, I'm kidding.
Do you want a round rug? Round rugs are often more easier to kind of look more natural.
That sounds good. Yeah, that one's cute.
Okay. I'm going to show you one more thing before we start embedding things, because there's a feature that I didn't know about when I started doing this, and that's the rotate. So say we wanted a chair, because we often read books aloud to our kids, right? So transparent rocking chair sometimes I put, and we can see which one we like. Let's go for the old style. Let's see what that looks like.
Nice.
So say we wanted it over here.
Yeah.
Okay, but you're facing away from the rug. That doesn't make sense.
Right.
So we can click on it with 2 fingers and press rotate, and then we're going to flip it horizontally. So now that image can be used if you wanted it on this side of the room.
Nice.
If you want it on the other side, you just go back and flip it the other way. So just because an image that you find might not be the right way, don't shy away from using it because you have that feature.
Okay.
So now let's start embedding things. So you talked about world geography. So we can find a map. So transparent world map.
Oh, that colorful one's cute.
Oh yeah, that is. Okay, where on the room would you like it?
Maybe behind the chair, above the chair.
All right, so now we have that, and then maybe like math, and you could link that to a website that you use.
Yeah.
Okay, transparent math poster. So you might get some interesting things. This is one that I have in my classroom because it was probably the most.
Yeah, let's use the same one.
Relevant one. Okay. So now we're ready to start linking things. So let's start with the geography. What would you want to link? Would you want to link a Google Classroom assignment to that?
I don't know. Like, I think that I would have an assignment. Yeah, because I haven't even used Google Classroom, so I would have probably linked it to like my video on the lesson of that day, which would be a YouTube video. But
well, let's do that, and then I'll show you. So when you are there, you can you'll have this, and then you'll press insert video. So let's just look up geography for kids.
Oh my gosh. Then I could link like all the videos I want them to watch for the day.
Exactly.
So cool.
Whoops. Okay, we're gonna go back. So we're gonna find the link to that video.
Yeah.
And then we can get that. So can you see me searching YouTube?
Yep.
Okay. So geography. Okay. So we'll get that link We'll copy it.
Get closer. Still works. Still works. Still works. Yeah, I don't need a new one yet.
And we will click, and then a link shows up. So we're going to insert the link. We're going to paste it, and we're going to apply. So now when you hover above it, when your students hover above it, they'll see the video that they're going to watch, and then they can click on it to take it to YouTube.
That's awesome. That's so cool. Okay,
Yeah.
so I think that I'm probably just gonna use one of your templates when I start my Google Classroom for the fall, and then I could just totally just link everything that I need to all of the little images you've already created.
Now that you know that you click on the image and you have that insert link, you can insert anything. You can insert your Google Classroom link, you can insert videos, you can insert a worksheet, you can insert literally anything.
So do you save that Bitmoji Classroom to your Google Classroom?
The Bitmoji Classroom. So I upload it as an agenda. So it's an agenda, and I take that Google slide and I make it shareable with my students, and I put it on my Google Classroom for them.
So you add it to the portion where the little tab that says your agenda for the day?
Yes.
Okay.
So, or my agenda for the week, really.
Oh, okay.
So all of these would actually be, this would be like Tuesday's agenda, Wednesday's agenda, Thursday's agenda, Friday's agenda. So they would have it all there for them, and I have that in one slide.
Nice. So they don't have to go to like 5 million places to find what they need. It's all on that image that you created.
Nope.
Okay. This will be easier.
Life
I
changing.
didn't want to use Google Classroom because I was like, I don't think my young kids who are like 7 or 8 are going to find all these different links.
This makes it possible.
That's so
And
cool.
it's just so fun, and they can always go back, and especially since it's in their Google Classroom, they can go back to previous weeks and they can watch things over again. If they really liked a video or they
Yeah.
really liked an assignment, they can go back and do it again.
So every time you add one to your agenda, then you could, the next week you want to do a different agenda, you could still use the same images but add new
Yeah.
links, but the old ones don't go away.
No, you're just copying, you're just making a copy of that presentation,
And
and then you
change
can wipe all of the links and
Okay.
just start fresh.
That makes sense. All right, I love
Yeah.
it. Okay.
And one more thing I wanted to show you was, what did I want to show you? It had something to do with something. Oh, of course, my Bitmoji. That's why it's called the Bitmoji Classroom.
The image of you as a Bitmoji.
Yes. So
Okay.
you have to have a Bitmoji. I mean, you really don't have to. This
Right.
is like really an interactive classroom. But once you start saying Bitmoji Classroom, that's
Right.
when you have to add your Bitmoji. So if you see, I have a Bitmoji extension that was super easy to add. I just looked up Bitmoji extension. I added it to my Google Chrome. And now when I'm in here, I can search
Are you
for what
showing
I
me?
want.
Are you showing
So-
me or just telling me right now?
I'm showing.
Okay, I can't see it.
Oh, you can. Well, let me share my whole screen then. Thank you for telling me. Okay. What about,
Oh, it's gone again.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So now I'm sharing my whole screen.
So get your Bitmoji. Let me see this thing.
Okay. Can you see my Bitmoji tab?
Okay, something's opening. Oh yeah, there it is.
Okay. So that's the Bitmoji extension I was
Wait,
talking about.
can you move your camera where I see you so I could see behind it? Or not? Maybe I have to move it. Hold on. Yep, it was me. Okay, show me again.
Okay. So here's my Bitmoji.
Oh, okay. So you added it to your
extension.
Chrome.
Yep.
so-
You just add it to your Chrome.
So Google Bitmoji extension.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I probably want my Bitmoji to sit on the chair.
Yeah.
That's kind of the most likely. So I can look up sitting. And so there I am sitting.
Cute.
So I'm going to, it said to right click and copy any image. So I can copy, and then I'm going to go and I'm going to paste it. So now I just It already comes out transparent, which is awesome. And I just kind of have to make myself look
Oh my god, you're little.
like I'm sitting on the chair.
So cute.
Yeah. So that's why it's a Bitmoji Classroom. If you don't want to have your Bitmoji in there and you just want it to be an interactive classroom, that's what you could use it for as well.
Awesome. Thanks for showing me this. And
Of
thanks for
course.
making them already because I'm just going to use what you made.
Yay! Go check it
So,
out. Kind of techie teachers on TPT.
Kind of techie. You're a little bit more techie than I am, but kind of techie teachers on TPT.
I'm the techie, you're the kinda.
All right.
Okay.
Stop sharing your screen. Cool. Thank you again. And it was nice being with you since we can't be together.
It's nice to see you and
right.
teach you a little bit something that will help you and your kiddos.
I definitely am using this in the fall, which we are going to do virtually in LA. Woohoo! So Kinda Techie Teachers on Instagram, Kinda Techie Teachers on TPT, teacherspayteachers.com, and Kinda Techie Teachers on YouTube. And more videos to come soon, guys. Bye!
Bye!